he's from Florida, I believe, won the mower. I'm not sure how the logistics is going to work, but
Hey, congratulations, John. Good job.
no, thank you.
Yeah, it was great effort by your company to support the food bank.
Yeah, Melissa said that was probably going to get him through the holidays. So
Good. That's great to hear. Anything else?
no, sir.
Okay. Councilwoman Fawns.
Nothing from me.
Councilman Kincaid.
Nothing for me tonight.
Councilwoman Nunn.
Definitely. The Community Block Grant Program, I visited with Amy Clark, the director of the Block Grant Program. She reports that her caseload has doubled in the number of requests, but that she has been quite successful in obtaining grant monies to financially assist the program. Amy is working successfully in not only reaching out to serve the needs of people in our community, but also to facilitate the advancement of the Block Grant Program into an operating program that will continue to serve our community needs as we move towards the future. I think we're really lucky to have Amy. She's working real hard down there and trying to help a lot of people. Solid Waste Disposal District. The Solid Waste Disposal District had their regular meeting October 5th. They have the permitting to burn the wood pile, which must be burned piece by piece in a 10-foot fire ring. That's a big pile of wood to put through that size of a fire ring, only 10 feet. Love those government regulations. And they're still having some issues with local building contractors attempting to dump questionable materials at the local dump up here, which of course just means the town is paying for something that they shouldn't be paying for. And then finally we have deer bodies. Another issue that fits into the disposal issue of roadkill and general dead deer in Glen Rock. The current trend tends to seem to be calling the police department to find a solution for carcass disposal. It's really not a very positive solution. The dispatched people need to be available to assist fire and police protection, not to wrangle around dead deer. It does appear that as a town we should have a very specific plan on how to efficiently remove these carcasses to the Natrona County landfill. It sounds to me like we're just kind of going around in a circle on that of who should do it and who shouldn't do it, and we just, you know, that's not something you just pick up by hand, throw it in the back of your truck and take it away. And that's it.
Depends on how far they scattered it.
Oh, really? Well, hey, Bruce, you could take that job over too if you'd like to. The dead deer deliverer.
They're all in one chunk. Yeah, that is a project, but depends on how fast you're going when you hit it.
I'll remember that when I hit the next one.
Okay. Speed up, Margaret, speed up.
Me. The only thing I have is that Converse County Public Health is doing a flu shot clinic drive-through. It's on November 6th at the town park from 11 to 5. And you're supposed to not get out of your car, just follow the signs, and they'll instruct you. I think they give you the paperwork to fill out in your car and everything. It's, they take Medicare, Medicaid, and most insurance. Otherwise, it is $25.
Hopefully it's a little warmer day that day.
Gosh, I hope so.
Or I guess
That's all I have.
Public Health and Russ will figure out how to do that when it's cold.
I was supposed to be here for that one. They scheduled it without asking him where he was.
Oh, there you go.
Is that November 6th?
November 6th.
Kelly, treasurer.
The only thing I have tonight is that the auditors are on site in the building. I'm anticipating 7 to 7 each day. Hopefully maybe done by Thursday, possibly Friday. We'll see. And they are cited in the executive chambers, so if anybody needs to go in there, just steer clear of their computers, please.
Okay, Randy.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Crew's been busy with garbage collection, working in the parks before the snow, getting Sanders plows and loaded and ready to go, which we have used. We're now shoveling and salting, meter reading, and meter repair. On the walk path, we're still waiting for the lights to show up for the trestle. They are, they keep using COVA for a reason. They're not getting shipped here. Because there's 2 more lights on the east side that need to be replaced because they were damaged when they were installed, and we're waiting for those to get here too. Other than that, the walk path is pretty much done. And South Project is, they got 2 alleys left. They haven't worked past a couple days because of the weather, so kind of hard on diesel equipment to get it going. That's all I have.
Randy, that walk path is splendid. It's a good job.
Came out very nice.
Building code enforcement.
Mayor and Council, since the last meeting, we got 13 new permits opened up, 7 closed permits. The Dollar General project is moving forward, but moving slowly. Been working on year-end contractor renewals and the Glen Rock Business Park, Industrial Business Park. Jared's got the new sign up. I'm thinking it'll probably be lit up this weekend or this week. It should look very nice out there. Other than that, on the landfill, I started documenting here 3 or 4 weeks ago, type of removal off of construction contractors in town, the type of material and the quantities that should be removed, so it will help them out in identifying the contractors from here with the permit when they go to the landfill. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. That's it.
Any questions?
Well, I have a question, Scott. What did they put in the old drugstore?
It's a flower shop.
Oh.
Flower shop and a coffee shop or.
Cindy Pitts removed, they bought the building, moved in there. Okay. Chief Thiel.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. First of all, I want to recognize the efforts of the Hope Center and some of my staff members, specifically Officer Richard and Corporal Nolman. We had someone here in town who was in need of some assistance, and Hope Center and those officers went above and beyond to make sure that that person got assistance and was taken care of. The other thing I want to mention is Friday afternoon is the downtown Halloween trunk or treat. We're looking forward to having the kids come through the police department and collect some goodies, and our officers will be out to make sure that all those children get across the streets and moving around and nothing bad happening.
Any questions?
What time does the trunk or treat start?
It starts at 3 o'clock. I'm looking forward to seeing you in costume.
I'll bring my camera.
Come on. Close for it.
They didn't, we are signed up.
We are.
I've got it.
Jared, IT.
Yeah, Mayor and Council, this past week I got a lot of the cameras installed for the camera system. I got 10 interior cameras and a 1 exterior camera installed. I still have another 5 exterior cameras and 3 more interior ones to finish out the system for the town hall. And then on top of that, just kind of monitoring some of that equipment and software and getting that all set up for the past couple weeks. And if anybody wants to see those cameras or see, just stop by my office or come see me and I can show you kind of what we have set up.
Will you be able to go to the website and look at them?
No, they probably won't be able to be viewed on the website, at least those ones. We'll have to kind of figure out what we want to be publicly accessible or not.
Did you ever get Flex figured out?
Flex is ongoing. We're still working on some CAD issues. To be honest, we haven't resolved any of the ones that we've had since the last. It's been a bit of a struggle working with Flex support as far as their timely response to some of our issues. So it's one of the biggest ones we're working on right now is just IBR reporting and making sure that we're hitting the deadlines for that. So.
Any other questions? If not, we will move on to items from the floor. Is there any items from the floor this evening? Next order of business is we have the sidewalk grant back on the agenda. Would you like to update the council a little bit, Mr.
Yes.
Gilbert?
At 222 Texas Trail, the owners, there was a old cobblestone rock wall that was put in there originally. Don't know the date, approximately 75 feet in length. It was deteriorating and falling down, and they had hired a contractor to come in to replace that with a retainer wall, a solid concrete form wall. I made a comment to them that the amount of work they were doing, the sidewalk grant may be able to help out with a small portion of that. I believe after the work was all done with the perforated drain pipe, everything they put in there, it did help probably the preservation of the sidewalk that's there, and definitely appearance-wise by far. I believe, if council believes so, that we should award them the sidewalk grant for $500 of them.
So Scott, they did not actually put in any new sidewalk?
No, they opened up that, when that sidewalk was built, it was built as a 4-foot sidewalk, and whoever built the wall on top of that built their rocks on top of the sidewalk. There wasn't enough room for them to move all the way back because of existing sprinkler lines and everything that's in there. They did expose approximately another 6 inches of the sidewalk to open it up a little bit wider, but to replace sections of the sidewalk, no, they did not.
So, is there a motion by council on the sidewalk grant application?
Well, isn't the sidewalk grant just for the sidewalk? It's not for a retaining wall, correct?
It should be for sidewalk, but that doesn't, those sidewalks and other places down through there was done back when the water mains were replaced out in Oregon Trails due to same problem we're having on the south end of town, why we're replacing all the ductile cast iron water lines. That ground out there is hot. It was eating up the ductile cast, and due to flushing, part of it was flushing fire hydrants through the system and stuff. We kept having some major breaks out there, so all of it in Oregon Trails and Roanoke was replaced with PVC plastic back done by, I believe that was High Plains that did that at the time. Those sidewalk, and the major streets was Fort Laramie, and then part of the north-south streets were done, but a good percentage of the sidewalks, and there was a couple retaining walls added along there because of yard. That one wasn't, because that yard there was something there before, so, and they built a rock out over the top of the new sidewalk after it had been poured, and the streets were done in that water improvement out there, so. It's up to council whether or not you want to put some money towards that concrete that was a retaining wall but not sidewalk. In the motion, it has to be a motion in the positive whether you vote it down or not, so.
Did it make an improvement for draining?
Personally, I believe so, yes.
Aesthetic-wise, it looks better.
Yeah, I mean, definitely just appearance alone and rocks falling out of the wall that was there onto the sidewalk, but,
Wasn't that the reason why you suggested, or that you told them they had a chance, was because it would protect?
Where was the wall at?
right on the end of Texas Trail in Fort Laramie on the corner. It's about approximately about 75 feet of it that runs along Fort Laramie to the east and west. They had I think it was a driveway apron at one point, kind of tapered in there, and they turned that retainer back up against that to keep erosion off. And
Well, I think if we do this for one, we're opening up a can of worms. We're going to be doing it for everybody else. I say no.
Well, we still need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve sidewalk grant as presented.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any more discussion?
They have put a lot of money into it. They spent $7,000 down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what all else went into that. I was kind of surprised at the total cost of the job, but,
And the sidewalk grant is
all I think we would pay out to that would be $500, so.
Correct.
So, hearing no more discussion, I will call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay.
Nay.
Motion fails. Moving on to the next order of business is bills and claims. Is there a motion?
I make a motion, we pay our bills.
It's been a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Before we adjourn, I would like someone in the council to make a motion to go to executive session on real estate.
I move we go to executive session on real estate.
Motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Not, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed by nay. We will adjourn to executive session.